Hello Internet, it is Saturday, May 9th, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a heavy topic that has been in the news a little. I saw it on Twitter today because of an article that the ESPN wrote called Life Unfiltered, and it is the story of a 19-year-old athlete from the University of Pennsylvania, a young woman who seemingly had a really great life, a pretty normal college life, who jumped to her death off of a 9-story parking garage and committed suicide. It's a story that, as I read it, felt a little bit too real because there were things that kind of jumped out in the article that I think are probably applicable to all of us. And so I just want to talk about some of those. And if you haven't read this article, I'm going to link to it in the description of this video below. Would you go take a look at it? It's kind of long, but it really is worth the read. You know, what I want to talk about here is one of the things that they talked about really heavily in this article. And that's this issue that if you looked at her life on social media, what she portrayed was not the reality of what she was experiencing. She posted photos of having fun with friends and parties and athletic events and all the typical things you'd expect a college athlete to post about. Yet what came to light is that there was a real struggle happening behind the scenes. And so what she posted was not her reality. And I think that's true about everybody on social media. I know it is true about me. Because what we do is we post the things that we want the world to see, right? Like the photos I post on Instagram are always the best photo. If I took 10 photos, I post the best one, you know, with the best filter to make it look perfect. If you follow me on any social media, you'll see a lot of posts about my marriage. I post a lot about what Sherry and I do. We go on a lot of date nights, we go to a lot of shows, we go on trips, and so I post a lot about that. The problem is that you could get the idea that everything in our marriage is perfect. You know, we're always going on dates. You know, I never post photos of a dirty house. Like our house is destroyed around me right now. But the reality is that you didn't see the photo of when Sherry threw a sandwich at me. You didn't see the photo of when I threw away a brand new pair of Sherry's shoes and had to dig through a dumpster to get them back. You didn't see the photo of 20 minutes ago when Sherry and I had an argument about this piece of art that we were trying to get centered and right, and we couldn't get it, and so it was frustrating. I didn't show you guys that because it's not pretty. You know, it's not what I want the world to see. It's real, but it doesn't get many likes on Instagram, and so I don't show that. And I think we all do that. And so, kind of just my challenge to you guys, it's not to become people who just post all negative on Instagram. You know, if you're having a crappy day, post all just kind of junk. Because we have people, you know, I'm sure you guys know people who do that, who every post on Facebook is negative. Every tweet is something wrong with life. Every photo is just about something else that went wrong. I'm not saying do that. But what I'm saying is let's talk about what in the world does it look like to be authentic in an age of digital media? Because here's the reality. Every day is not a top of the mountain kind of day. You know, every day is not, you know, the perfectly filtered sunset. Every day is not the perfect Chipotle burrito, right? But those are things we post. And so remember, don't compare your regular or your normal to somebody else's very best. And that's what social media is. Social media is always our very best. And so when we look at what we see on social media and we compare our marriages or our lives or how we parent or what we do to what we see others doing, it is not a fair comparison. Remember that there is a reality behind the screen. There are photos that no filter can make look good. And that is actually more of the reality than what we post. And then I'd say, if you're like this girl and you're someone who maybe is struggling with thoughts of suicide, who is struggling with depression, it is okay to not be okay, but please get help. I'm going to link to some resources down below that if you're someone watching this video and maybe that's you and you want to talk to somebody, I would encourage you to please reach out. Don't go another minute without seeking help. It is okay to seek help. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is an important topic. I would encourage you, if you're on Twitter, go check out the hashtag #LifeUnfiltered. That's what ESPN is using with this article. And I spent some time this evening just kind of scanning through it. And there are some really powerful people who are sharing parts of their story. about what does it look like to live life unfiltered in this world where so much of what we show maybe isn't fake, but it's not the full story. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you soon.